you? Do you know about me? Because all you talk about is what you allegedly got. I ain't got to do that. Me, myself, nigga, just showing up. Self-evident, bro. I ain't got to brag and boast and whatever and claim some shit. Hey.
And I love you too. Like, you're just ignorant. You're just ignorant. So because you depend, and you did beat the system, and I commend anybody that beat the system, but you stopped there. You stopped there. You in a town no one even desires to live in a raggedy ass motherfucking house. Oh, shit.
What up, though, y'all? We got a good one today. Mr. Fantastic versus Opulent 6. They got into a heated discussion, started taking personal jabs at each other about who's more important in the household, man or women. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button, man. Roll the clip.
Hey, Ali, I have. So to go back on what you were saying, then why did it saying is that fathers keep sons out of jail and daughters off of stripper poles then?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm gonna tell you why. That don't mean that their job is more important. That's because a man is inherently rooted in discipline, and
Exactly.
discipline helps keep children out of jail and women off of the stripper pole. But so does nurturing, and inherently women are intrinsically better at that. So again, that duality exists, and for us to negate the other is asinine. We did not make this up. Now, here's the tricky part. Here's the part that fucks everybody up. The part that fucks everybody up is freedom, right? Freedom.
Yeah.
For example, you can take your iPhone and use it to prop the window up. That's not what it was made for, but you have the freedom to use it to prop the window up. You shouldn't be surprised if it crack and break because that's not what it was made for, but you have the freedom to do so. So everybody is trying to operate outside of their purpose just because they had the freedom to do so. We did not make this. Universal law existed long before you and will still be in order after you leave. It is absolute, irrefutable, immutable, and inerrant. Let me tell you something. You didn't invent east, west, north, south, hot, cold, boy, girl, short, tall, summer, spring, winter, fall. Everything has an opposite. Have you noticed that? That was preordained. That was here before you got here. Man doesn't invent anything. Man only discovers everything. Man didn't invent light. Light was already here. He discovered that. Man didn't invent oil. It was here. We can only discover things. But again, freedom fucks us up. You have the freedom to design your life in any which way you want to. But when you operate outside of natural order, then you should be prepared and almost expect calamity, chaos, and confusion. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it does to a certain extent, but women are out here raising single family homes and they got the most people in jail and the most out of control females. So
we addressed that. I'll slow down a little bit. We addressed that. I said because a man's job is to institute discipline and provision. And if the man is opposite, then a woman, she can try to be a disciplinary, but it won't hit the same.
Hold on.
So what he's saying, I get what he's saying. So Rodney is trying to say that men are more important because they teach their kids discipline to not do that type of stuff. I see where you're going with this.
Real quick, I feel like there might be a disconnect. My brother Rodney, what are you trying to say? Because when he's saying something, what part of the conversation you trying to respond to so you can clarify, so he can respond to that part? Because I think you're trying to say something else. I think you hear what he's saying, but what is it that you asking?
Well, what I'm saying is I agree with a lot of what he's saying. Women have the right to choose to do whatever they want, but they're not choosing to be married. They're not choosing to have a two-parent household. They're choosing to be single moms, and they're raising the most degenerate in society right now. But single fathers aren't. The only reason why I'm saying that fathers are a valid and more important is because they're the ones that are doing most of the work and keeping the daughters off of stripper poles and the sons out of jails. And those are single fathers.
Let me explain something to you because I don't. Go ahead.
Hold on. But Rodney, what is he saying that's making you respond? I may agree with you saying. What part of what he's saying is making you respond that way? Like, what part is he saying?
Well, just when he said that, I'm not saying that women's roles ain't important. I'm just saying a man's role is more important. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say, that kind of thinking right there will have a pernicious effect on your household if you ever intend to pair bond with a woman and become a successful patriarch of your lineage. Now, if you intend on raising your children alone and walking through life alone and just raising your, then that's a different story. But my job here is to extricate my brothers and sisters from any mindset that is full of fallacies and chimerical thinking that is an impediment to creating a household where you can coalesce in harmony and happy and healthy and fruitful. And if you go into any household where you're thinking that your role is more important than hers, then you're already going to have a pernicious effect on that relationship, and you won't have a happy, healthy, fruitful household. Matter of fact, you won't even be a patriarch. You will be important to no one, because when them kids become older and go live their own life, they have their own family, their own kids, you're not important to them. You did it wrong. We need each other. So I'm not going to sit here and co-sign that a woman's role is insignificant. Both of our roles are significant. They're just different. And why don't, at this big age, that you don't respect differences? Now, I do agree with you. Single mothers.
Hold on, slow down.
But I don't think that's what Rodney's saying. I'm thinking he's saying like their role is still important. He just saying like men role are more important because most of the responsibilities he feel like probably lands on the man. And if the house go down, like most of the time the man get blamed because they feel like it's the responsibility of a man.
No, he has to have a point then. If their single mother households are struggling and a single father household is equivalent to a two-parent household, how would her role be equivalent to the man's role, respectfully? And given that the product that comes from that's what okay, I hear what he's saying now. So the product that comes out of single mother household versus the actual single father household is two different products. If their roles are dually equal, why doesn't the mother produce the same thing that single father produces? That's
because you're relegating failure to jailhouse and stripper pose. But a child wait, let me finish. Let me answer. You asked me a question, I will answer, and I'll be concise for the sake of brevity. You're relegating failure to jail and stripper pose. But failure is also being unable to communicate and go out into the world and be successful and raise your own family. Failure is also being emotionally inept and inerrant, where you can't connect with your own children and you're going to raise your children to be a failure. A woman, I'm going to stand on that, has an equally important role, but right now you're trying to use the big chunk of which you can actually access because it's being monitored, but no one goes and does a data and research and consensus on, hey, how did not having a mother affect your relationship? How did not having a mother affect your financial skills? That is not really tracked the way prison and stripper pose is tracked. So again, if you understand, let me just say this. I'm going to prove something to you using your own logic. Do you believe, and I'll keep it simple, that East is more important than West?
No.
Or North is more important than South?
No.
All right. Or hot is more important than cold? No duality is more important than the other duality, man. That's all I'm trying to tell you. It is necessary. But when you have the mindset where you minimize anybody's role, imagine going to a job and you don't even got to be the supervisor. You just got hired, but the person reminds you, hey, you know my job is better, more important than yours, right? That way of thinking will have a pernicious effect with.
I don't think he should use a job analogy and stuff like that because usually jobs are built off a hierarchy, so that he probably shouldn't use that because never mind.
The person that just got hired. That is not the way to create success, to create a hostile environment through comparison. It's not.
Okay.
Now, I do agree that these women are, because they don't have that. But again, I'm also saying that when the household is absent of women, little boys, my mother wasn't there for me. And I was all fucked up and did not even realize it until I was 27 years old. I didn't realize that I was bellicose, boorish, bombastic, and belligerent because I didn't have a mother. Or matter of fact, I'll keep it easy. I was what these kids call a fuck boy, and I was really good at it. But it hit me one day just out of the blue while I was at a gas station. You know what? I do these women wrong because I automatically assume they're going to do me wrong because the woman that should have did me right first didn't. So that
I get what he's saying. All right, opulence. I hear you.
had a pernicious effect on me. And that had a pernicious effect on my lineage for my first two children because they were born out of wedlock because I didn't have the right mindset because I didn't have that nurturing. So I am a testament and a tangible testament that it does have a pernicious effect. I'm not discrediting what you're saying. What I'm saying, don't give that. I'm gonna let you talk right now. Don't give that kind of credence to it because if big old if you want to pair bond successfully with a woman and be a patriarch, sit on a throne in a house where everybody loves, adores you, and capitulates and cooperates, that kind of leadership language is pernicious.
Okay. Then
Ronnie gets to
I got
respond.
about 3 people I know that are happily, successfully married that the women know that the man is more important in the house than they are. And how
I
are
can
they
name about-
successfully married? And how is the house going along with him? And he makes all the decisions, but she's living like a queen. She gets everything she wants because she's feminine, she's submissive, and he makes all the rules and everything goes through him. And they're happy.
I have a little brother that believes it's okay to murder people. Wait, let me say this. I have a little brother think it's okay to murder people because he's got away with 2 murders. Just because you can name somebody that is doing something that is counterproductive is not the metric system for all.
My brother Six.
Go ahead.
Hey, CEO, can you hear us?
He was freezing.
Did I lag out?
You good now? You good now? Yeah.
You never lagged out. Oh, you were lagged out for a little bit, but you was
He
good.
was freezing. He was doing the
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Yeah,
What's
yeah,
going
bro.
on,
Listen, yeah, what's going on, man? Listen, clearly, in every shape, form, fashion, ideology, civilization, the man is. I can't even believe we having this conversation or this discussion. The man is more important because the man is responsible. The man is the person who's supposed to kill, die, live, provide all these different things. So the person that is responsible and gets all of the blame if something is unsuccessful somehow now is not more important than the person that gets to blame the man.
Equal.
Well, I'm sorry. Equal. Well, either.
And fantastic. While you cooking too, I want to make sure clarify that it's not saying a woman isn't valued. We're talking about who has to be more valuable or not.
Yeah, and I think that's where I'm glad they cleared that up because I think that's where some people go wrong in these type of conversations because they make it try to seem like the woman is not important at all, but the woman is still important. She definitely adds value to, society and stuff like that. And in the household, that's exactly what they talking about. So the household.
Yeah, of course. The woman is of course is valuable. She serves a purpose because without the woman there would be no children. We're not saying that, but clearly we're saying. And then the job analogy was horrible. To say that when every job we know has a hierarchy and a structure, where you have managers,
See, I just said that. It's a hierarchy in jobs, and that ain't to discredit what what I'm saying. I'm not trying to discredit what Six said, but I don't think he should use that because of the hierarchy in there. And I don't think most leaders are in jobs ain't talking down to their employees and being like, nigga, my job is more important than your job. Like that's not what they doing.
have supervisors, you have owners, you have workers. So for anybody that would think that you mopping the floors as important as the CEO of the business, that would be delusional and irrational.
No, it wouldn't.
Right?
And that let me know that you don't run a business. I have several businesses. That let me know.
He said, but see right there, Mr. Fantastic say that's what he said is true. It's not as important, but it's still important. But it's not as important as the boss, the CEO of the business.
You don't run a business. I have several businesses.
Brother, I didn't cut you off at all. I listened to everything you said. I didn't need to take no notes. I did not interrupt you at all, brother.
You're right.
So
you're right.
as I'm saying, right, again, and then making it anecdotal, which I understand people do that. Your experience, the same way you use for your brothers, not everybody's experience. And the numbers are the numbers. So it's just the stripper poles, the jail cells, and everything else, and doing dastardly things in the back alley. That is the measuring stick, because I don't think that's where any of us want to end up, right? So when you also look at it, there are measurements for, just like there are 2-parent households and college students, more college students, fathers the same way, right? So again, it's not equal to where a 2-parent household is equivalent. It's a little different, but there's a greater shift between a 2-parent household and a single father household than a two-parent household and a single mother household. I can't believe we're arguing this when all the data's out here for it, right? So when the data's out here for it to support the worst of the worst situations being when there is no father around, which is the brother, that's the argument he was making. If the father being the only person in the equation is a net positive, okay, more likely than not, and the mother being a net negative in the situation, more likely than not, and we can see this with the attitude of the young men, right? The sassiness and all these things we keep talking about.
That's a fact. That's a fact. These niggas out here lately is mad sassy, man. Mad sassy, hella sweet and everything, respectfully.
The lack of manly understanding. Again, a man can bring a woman around is more likely to, hey, I got a sister, I have a this, I have a that. And they understand the importance of, I need my daughter to be around a woman to fulfill the feminine role I can't do. A woman, on the other hand, won't do that. And when she has a great father, if she feels a type of way, she will prevent the biological father from being involved with that child. That's something that most men, 99% of men won't do. Okay? He can hate, he cannot stand her, but that man will not, in the majority of times, prevent that woman out of his immaturity and childishness from being with that parent.
Can I respond respectfully?
Yes, sir. And then CEO go right after 6.
Okay. Well, first, I'm going to introduce common sense to this conversation. Your rebuttal was cavil and moot and was nugatory as far as adding any added value. Anytime you have to conflate a bunch of things that don't involve the actual topic, you're ungrounding it so that you can sway it in a way where your opinion actually is valid. So when you sway it in that way, it's valid. But I want to say this. I'm going to start off by saying this. I believe, and I'm going to ask you, but I'm going to tell you what I believe so you can understand the root of my words, because words matter. I believe that a man should run his household, and I believe that a woman should be cooperative and capitulate, and that every man should be a king of his throne, his wife, his children, his legacy, his word, his way. Wife, children, legacy, his word, his way. Do you also believe that? Because if you don't, then maybe that's why we're in a disconnect. So I'm asking you before I continue, do you also believe that?
Of course, sure.
All right. Are you married?
No.
Okay. So therefore, I am happily, healthy, fruitful. I'm grounded because it's not a stab at you. But if you believe in that,
it definitely sounds like a stab at him. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like he already started trying to slightly jab at him.
Yet you're not living that lifestyle. Either you're being disingenuous or you're suffering from a mild case of cognitive dissonance. Because there is no evidence your mindset will produce that type of household because you don't have one, but I do. So what are we arguing? My reality against your hypothetical? That's insane, and I won't participate in that.
So he definitely taking shots at him. You see how he emphasizing on stuff? Cause I have one and you don't type. He's definitely taking shots.
So I'll yield the floor.
All right, great. So, hey, I gotta respond to this.
Yeah, I know
you, brother. As this goes last time, your little man syndrome is kicking in because you have to come with the, the hyperbole and the attacks, brother. And see, you're a horrible listener because I didn't bring anything extra into it. I use your horrible analogies against you, every last one of them, starting off with the ridiculous.
And I use your reality against you,
brother. No, and I can tell you.
Yeah, you could tell it's about to go left because I don't know what's up with 6 and why he attacking Mr. Fantastic. I don't know what's going on right here, but okay, it sounds like they usually go at it anyway. So
you didn't have a father in your life either because you have no discipline.
Oh my God!
So as I said, right, I use your poor analogies against you. So you lied, and I address everything you said, even your horrible brother analogy about belief systems and whatever, right? So, brother, the fact of the matter that I am whooping your ass so bad in this debate and this discussion that you got to immediately go to the ad hominems and challenging my intelligence for the second time of our meeting and getting destroyed, brother. It don't matter if you're married. Okay, because you just told us you were a baby daddy first, so you weren't always doing it right, brother. You in
Damn, that is a fact. That's a fact. He definitely brought that. I'm trying not to cut. But he definitely brought that up. He brought that up, bro.
ended up getting to it. And
So you admit that I'm doing it right.
Hold on, let him.
So you admit I'm doing it right. Okay. You just admitted I'm doing it right.
Show some decorum.
I guess he admitting that you're doing it right now, but previously, before, you wasn't doing it right. You know what I'm saying? You said you had kids out of wedlock.
You get the response.
Show some decorum, brother, Mr. Thesaurus. So
Decorum
listen,
is the wrong word. Decorum is the wrong word.
decorum is not the wrong word. So listen, brother, okay, for like, again, dog, your marriage is not guaranteed. Your marriage can end any day. And if you don't understand that, you are delusional. You are more of a prisoner, brother, okay, than I am. I have freedom. I do what I want. I still provide for my children, even though I'm not married. 2 of them grown, okay? They're good. They have a happy life. They have a way better childhood than I could have ever dreamed of. Never seen poverty, never been to jail, not going to jail. No, I'm not no granddaddy yet. You feel me? So again, brother, I am proof better than you without the marriage, because I didn't need to be married to have wonderful, successful children. All right. And one that's still on the way. Oh, and I'm divorced, by the way, for the second one, brother. So again, man, if you
So damn, so he was actually married before. He's just not married at the moment. So that kind of
gonna attack me, if you gonna attack me, brother, you gotta come better than that. Man, I told you, too little. In
Hey,
every
man,
way, form of
You only
fashion,
sound smart to
don't
stupid
be the
people.
same way every time. Stop doing
You
it
only
to
sound smart to stupid people. Nobody
Yeah,
wants you sound
I
smart to
sound smart
stupid
to you
people.
first. I sound the smartest to you. I know.
My brother, I'm gonna commend you on raising some strong children.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna commend you on raising some strong children. But let me ground the situation in intellect for a second. You said you believe in marriage, that the woman cooperates and capitulates to the man and they create a happy and healthy, fruitful union. You said you believe in that. Yet, there is no evidence that your mindset and your way of thinking can produce that. And then you get mad at me for not wanting to use analogies, not wanting to use hyperboles or similes or metaphors or double entendres. I'm using real life to indict your way of thinking and say, hey, your way of thinking led you to divorce, yet you believe in man and woman being married and having, I don't understand. And because I don't understand, I'm gonna yield the floor to you because I believe that you lack the rudimentary comprehension skills it takes.
How do you know his way of thinking led him to divorce? I don't. I might be missing something. I might have missed it, but I don't think he ever said why he got divorced anyway.
To keep up with this conversation and progress it. So I'll yield you the floor, but I'm gonna, as a black man, I commend you. I'm not saying you can't raise capable children. That wasn't the foundation of my question. The first question I asked is, do you believe in marriage and the woman being cooperative? And you said yes. So then I said, okay, your mindset has you void of the very thing you believe in. Then you went to tell me how successful I am and how successful I ain't, which is asinine because you have no idea of that, which lets me know, and everybody watching, you just say anything, use sound effects and all this bombastic language to feel like you're winning. I'm not trying to win. I'm trying to dispel the fallacies and the chimerical relationships people have with the mindset of a man and a woman so that they can pair bond and coalesce in harmony. You're trying to win an argument. I'm trying to win our people. Separately, we can't win. Separately, it's only when we coalesce. And if you use divisive language, we all lose. So you're trying to win an argument. I'm trying to save our people. We have two different purposes, my brother.
Okay, great. Okay, so again, brother, you keep assaulting, insulting, attacking.
If the truth is insulting, then that means you're a lover of lies.
Well, brother, okay, again, my intelligence and my ability to comprehend what you're saying, and again, that's why.
Well, it's evident you haven't comprehended. Now, I don't know if you want me to use like slang and shit like that, but I could. I'd rather not.
You don't. You finish interjecting. You finish interrupting.
Let him land. He let you land, brother.
So yeah. So again, man, listen. That's why I repeat what you said before I say what you said to let you know that I listened and I comprehended and I directly address it. Okay. So just because I believe in marriage, okay, doesn't mean I have to fucking participate in it. That don't mean I gotta participate in it. Okay. That's I believe in employment. I'm not employed right now. I don't have to be. I don't need to be. So am I in a fallacy and delusional and blah 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 because I don't have a job? No, I'm not. Hold on, brother. Sure, go ahead, man.
So the difference is, and I still commend you, I built my wealth from my brain. I'm a leader. You were in the armed services. You're a follower. You can get a VA loan and get all kind of shit to help you. You're a follower. The army and armed services is full of followers.
So see, this is where Six is about to lose me, because now you basically trying to shame the man for having a job and fighting for his country. Is crazy. Like that is wild work.
They get told what the fuck to do for years and years until they can retire with a check. What I built from my own astuteness, my own aplomness. We are not the same. I didn't have government help. So therefore, I don't expect you to understand the way I think. But I'm not going to waste anything you got to say after this. I'm not going to waste any more time on you, because bees don't waste their time convincing flies that honey tastes better than shit. So go ahead.
Like I'm looking at shit right now. So listen to what I'm saying, brother. Listen, you can't insult me for doing a job and working a job, which you allegedly. And again, brother, you bring your success up every time. So I just beat you to the punch because I know you was gonna do it. Okay. Allegedly, brother. Again, you're just this so successful, self-made nigga, which we know don't exist. Okay. You have some help from somewhere, and the white man at some point in time, be it a business loan, be it fucking something, you're not self-made, nigga. You're not. It's a fucking balance.
Are you saying that people can't be self-made?
You have
Nope. Six, don't do that. Six, don't do it, because he let you land every time, and you done interjecting and interrupting him plenty of times, and he let you talk, bro. Please don't start to see this shit. This the shit that be. Let me relax. Because I be watching these panels, bro, and I be seeing other people do this, and it's always the people that's like, they don't get me wrong, they smart as hell. They use these crazy big words and all. Like, I be watching it, but then they get out of their frame quick as hell, and I be like, what the hell is happening? Like, the other people be respecting them, letting them speak, and then they just start going off the rail like this. Like, he interjected like this.
He let you land every time. Six, you got
all your lame shit you say and not say a word, and you gotta just say something, bro.
And I noticed that too, like people that be like very intellectual and stuff like that, and feel like they smarter than everybody else in the room, my nigga. Like, they just try to insult these other people's intelligence, and it'd be crazy to me.
The Napoleon complex is kicking in. Calm down, brother. I understand. Right? You can't job shame me, brother, for beating the system and using the system to my advantage. You're right. I got a VA loan. When did you get your first house, brother? Huh? I use it to my full advantage, right? And like you said, now, I don't have to work a job. I don't. And you don't know how much money I have. You're limiting me to the job I used to have. You don't know what investments I have. You don't know anything other than what I used to do. And you seeing me on YouTube, brother. So you trying to put me in your little box, like your little body and your little mind, is where you fucking up. Okay?
Dang. Why he keep like, damn, like how tall or something? How tall is Six? Cause he keep on calling this man little, man.
Because I know way more about you than you know about me, because all you talk about is what you allegedly got. I ain't got to do that. Me, myself, nigga, just showing up. Self-evident, bro. I ain't got to brag and boast and whatever and claim some shit. Hey, Only reason I bring up the military shit is because you and niggas like you try to use it against me. Oh, and as far as the follower thing goes, right? Some of the greatest followers you talked about, guess what they became? President of the United States. Ali, is the president of the United States a follower? Is the president of the United States a follower, or is he the most powerful fucking man on the planet? What are you talking about? Again, weak niggas, weak mindsets, a lot of fucking wannabe boisterous bullshit that has a limited fucking scope of life, experience, and a false motherfucking identity of being that nigga when he just a little nigga.
All right, I'll make this brief. One,
And you
One.
lied. You said you were done. No. You said you were
I'll
done,
make-
but go
I'll make this
go ahead.
brief.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna respond after this. You said you were done.
my
I'll
God.
make this.
Not even a
I'll
man
make-
of
I'll
your
make-
word.
He did say he was doing the. Oh, Six, you gotta get him 6.
I don't know how you gonna be a king and all this man shit, and you gotta say something. You say you ain't gonna say nothing else. You gotta, I'm done. I'm done.
I'll make this brief. Bragging about living in the slums ain't shit. You didn't need to go to the army to live in that raggedy ass shoebox you call a home. I'm gonna just start
Oh, my
there.
God.
And I know you don't have any money because I'm around money. Money carries an energy. You avoided that. You still wearing a YN hairstyle and you damn near 50 years old.
Where he talking about this man hairstyle? This is where we going. You talking about this man hairstyle now? I can't.
I've never seen you with a shirt on that was ironed. Money carries an energy that you're void of. So you could sit here with this bum back. People, man, you so far off. You're so far off. It's crazy. You can't even pretend to be affluent.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Like you don't even have.
He never seen it. What that got to do with anything? He never seen him with an orange shirt on. Like, I'm guessing he's saying he never seen him look like money or something, because that ain't true neither. Because Adam Sandler cuz is worth like 400, 800 million or something. And look at how he dressed. He don't dress like he got that much money. And we know that Adam Sandler is balling. So him saying anything about the clothes that Mr. Fantastic wears or something, come on, man.
The demeanor of anyone that's halfway influent. And it's embarrassing because I love black people. And I love you too. You're just ignorant. You're just ignorant. So because you depend, and you did beat the system, and I commend anybody that beat the system, but you stopped there. You stopped there. You in a town no one even desires to fucking live in a raggedy ass motherfucking house with runny pipes talking about you got money. People with money first secure proper living arrangements.
Oh,
So
my
I know
God.
you don't have any money. Secondly, you couldn't go out and get a loan from a bank or anything because of how you present yourself. You have to dress how you want to be addressed. Like I said, you damn near 50 years old, still wearing a hairstyle of a young nigga. You're too infantile, immature, inept, and bombastic. So everything you said is empty and hollow. We can go dollar for dollar. We can go CPA for CP.
I don't think this nigga hairstyle got nothing to do with nothing, bro.
We can go acre for acre, and I'm in California, my nigga, where acres cost. I'm in California. I can buy your house by selling my bathroom.
Oh, shit.
He talking now, though. Go ahead, Six.
And again, I didn't get a business loan yet because I ain't need when I play the slow game. I want to own and run everything I do. I play the slow game. And you're right, I didn't come from nothing. I didn't have a father, but I made a lot out of myself. And I sit on my crown on my head and on my throne as a king. And I am married to a woman that's 5'5", built like a motherfucking waterfall, that got her own job and is cooperative. Nigga.
Anybody got a rebuttal? That's not Six and Mr. Fantastic. They had a conversation. Go ahead, CEO. You ain't spoke yet, boy. I hope y'all got that off, boy. The AKA, boy.
Let's,
That's shooting like that, boy. God
Yeah,
damn.
will me back in, man. 'Cause what was the original topic? God damn.
Somebody got a little bit and somebody got a lot. That's the last thing I heard. And the opposite, the rebuttal was, nah, you got a little bit and I got a lot. But
I gotta chill. Why every time y'all on the panel together, y'all seem to bump heads? Like, what is this? I'm curious. Like, what sets you guys off?
I'm going to tell you because he has a great voice. But when you disseminate misinformation, it has a pernicious effect on our community. And I'm really about that life. You see, he wants to win an argument. Misinformation is dangerous, regardless of the color of the person who's spewing it. And then he doesn't want to ground. Watch this, moving forward. He never wants to ground anything that he say to success. He'll rather ground it to hyperbole. He'll ground it to a metaphor, but nothing actual. If you say something, I want to see the result of what you're saying in your life. I want to know it works, because you're saying something, but we can't see the fruits that it work in your life. But when I go, wait, this is what I believe and this is what it got me, and you can see the fruits. He don't like that. But they have a word for people like him that give advice on things they have little success or knowledge about. He's an ultra crepidarian, but he also has a powerful voice because he's a great orator. It's just misinformation. And I will not allow it when I'm on this panel because I love us.
All right. That was a good one right there. That was a good one, man. Mr. Fantastic and Opulent 6. They was talking. I agree with some of the stuff they said on both sides. But I do not like how 6 was getting out of his frame. And then I don't like when people be like, oh, I love our people, but then you trying to shame him for like having a job or something like that. That just it be just blowing my mind, stuff like that. Y'all tell me what y'all think of this video in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, hit that share button. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, man.